A very warm welcome back to the IBSA World Games in Birmingham, where we finish off today's action with a red-hot clash between Germany and Argentina, which will decide which team accompanies China through Group B. This one certainly promises to top off the day in some style here in Birmingham, where the weather has just calmed down a bit. It was very, very sunny. I say calm down, that's because I'm Scottish, isn't it, Dixie? It was too sunny for me earlier on, but the heat has now abated somewhat as the teams come on to the pitch. Situation in the group is Germany on 3 points after 1 win and 1 loss. Argentina on 2 after 2 goalless draws. So the world #1 ranked team, Argentina, will have to win if they're going to progress to the knockout stages. I'm Stuart Hodge, I'll guide you through today's action. Joining me is Dixie Dean, and we will be right with you after the national anthems of both teams.
Please rise, if you are able, for the national anthem of Germany.
Einigkeit und Recht und Freiheit für das deutsche Vaterland. Danach lasst uns alle streben, brüderlich mit Herz und Hand. Einigkeit und Recht und Freiheit sind des Glückes unser Pfand. Glühende dieses Glückes, blühe deutsches Vaterland.
Please remain standing, if you are able, for the national anthem of Argentina.
Oh, inmortal es el grito sagrado, libertad, libertad, libertad. Hoy el ruido de rotas cadenas, desde el trono a la noble igualdad, ya su trono dignísimo abrieron las provincias unidas del sur, y los libres del mundo responden al gran pueblo argentino salud, al gran pueblo argentino salud, y los libres del mundo responden al gran pueblo argentino salud, y los libres del mundo responden al gran pueblo argentino salud. Sean eternos los laureles que supimos conseguir, coronados de gloria viva. Oh, juremos con gloria morir, oh, juremos con gloria morir, oh, juremos con gloria morir.
Building. The eye of the tiger playing in the background as the two teams get ready to face off. So Germany will line up with Sebastian Tinel, Jonathan Townsend, Rasmus Narcius, Captain Hassan Altunbas and Tiny Kutik, who scored the winning goal against England, while Argentina go with German Mulek in goal, captain Angel Deldo, Froilan Padilla, Brian Pereira and Maximiliano Espinillo as their starting five. As I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Argentina will need to win. They haven't managed to score against England or China, but they haven't conceded either. 0-0 draws on both occasions. And if you look at that Argentina team, Dixie, who do you think could provide the magic in terms of managing to get that first goal for them?
Yeah, that's a difficult one. They ebb and flow a little bit, Argentina. What I will say is you won't see a better passing side in blind football than Argentina. They pass it round, and if I'm going to pick out one player, it would be Brian Pereira.
Pereira.
Yeah, is that how you pronounce it? I can barely speak English, Alan.
That's all right, mate. I'm Scottish, so I'm at a real disadvantage. But I lived in Spain when I was a wee boy, so I'm okay with these.
So if I was going to pick out one, he'd be the one that I would pick out. And but as I say, they do pass it round really, really well. The two lads up front, they've also got like telepathy.
Yeah, and I think that's what we've seen lots of today. Italy against Thailand was the pick of today's fixtures, a 5-goal thriller. But Japan were also victorious to ensure that they top Group A. And China beat England 1-0 in the host nation's final clash of the tournament. Dixie, I think you are a little bit downbeat maybe, but also proud of England in terms of the way they acquitted themselves.
Yeah, I've calmed down a little bit now. Got a bit excited there during the second half. Yeah, I was proud of the way that they, if they're going to go out, if you go out and you've played 100% and you're beaten by the better team on the day, I think you can't do any more, and you can just move on from that and just say, well, we'll do better next time. It's when you don't perform and you play up to 80% of your, the level that you can normally play. Yeah, that's the disappointing ones. But today,
I think you felt like England were like that against Germany. So Germany's results in the group: they won 1-0 against England, they lost 2-0 against China. So a little bit of mix and match for them.
Yeah.
But I think you felt that England were maybe the architects of their own downfall a bit.
Well, as I said, I think I was just chatting to Tony Larkin, who's the guy for the ladies blind team, and I said to Tony, I said they didn't lose it today, they lost it Tuesday, and you get 3 points on Tuesday, and that sets you up for the tournament, and you're on the front foot, and like England were playing catch up right from the word go, and then the pressure's on, and the little things that normally go for you don't go for you, and there was a couple of instances in the game against China today where they could have easily scored. There was a cross gone into F.A. Schindler at the back post. That could have had a little touch in. There was the free kick in the penalty area. I'm not sure what that was for. There was just little things that didn't run for you. And when your backs are to the wall, they don't run for you.
Yeah, I think that's the way that it goes. So England will not be participating in the IBSA World Games blind football anymore.
Well, they will be for the lower place.
For the lower places, in the main
yeah.
competition. But Germany and Argentina certainly know that there is a lot at stake. A place in the knockout stages. But Germany on 3 points can afford to draw this one. Argentina know a win is needed. So both teams just getting some final instructions. Germany gathered in a huddle.
Yeah, this is a big game for Germany. They need a win. Well, they only need a point, but I don't think they can play for a point. That would be really difficult. But it's. I
think they're energised, judging by that amount of noise.
Yeah, it's a massive game for them, and they've got some quality players in their side, and I think they'll push Argentina all the way, and. Argentina at the moment are not looking the best. And I think that's sounded out by the fact that they haven't scored.
Well, that's the case.
So
but Argentina, if you look at the world rankings now, we were talking about this earlier. Argentina are placed first. Germany are 17th. So that would tell you that Argentina would probably be clear favourites. But it's not as simple as that, is it, Dixie?
No. The rankings... it all depends on who you've played. And they're number one at the moment because they had a particularly good South American championships, and they beat Brazil, and they are now South American champions. So, but as I say, it all depends who you play, and there's ranking tournaments all over the world, but can I say some of them are not as good quality as
no,
others?
I mean, I think there's more of a depth maybe when it comes to Europe. Now, if anyone is new to blind football, then there are the main 4 players that you see as the outfield players. They are B1 athletes, which means you can give the exact definition, Dixie.
Yeah, that means the most sight they can have is light perception, so they can see shades and light and dark, and that's it.
That's it. But the goalkeeper, the guide that you see behind the goals, and the coach on the sideline are all fully sighted and can issue instructions and give auditory cues to help the players orientate themselves, particularly when attacking.
Yeah, we're during the game. I'll delve into that a little bit deeper.
So we're just awaiting the start, and Brian Pereira gets Argentina underway with a dribble down the right flank. He's close to the goal line. German defender right up on top of him. Number 5, Rasmus Narjes. Some good work there from Espinillo. Pereira again. Creative hub for Argentina. Padilla, good switch of play from the right side board to Espinillo on the left. He's now got Kutig for company, but Espinillo, strong centre of gravity, manages to get it back to the captain Deldo. They exchange passes on the left flank, and then going to ground was Kutig.
And that's a corner. Oh, it's a fast start by Argentina, that's for sure.
Confident, isn't it? Like really moving the ball around, exactly what you said, Dixie. Confident and purposeful. But they are the team, of course, which needs to win.
Exactly. Yeah, a draw's good enough for Germany, but I don't think you can play for a draw over 30 minutes.
It's always dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pereira. Chip ball. And that comes off the back of Tunsing and then falls for Altunbas, the German captain. Nice turn from Altunbas. Switches that to the left-hand side where Tunsing had continued his run. Tunsing just under pressure, turns well, and then switches it over just beyond Kutig, and then that's some very nice defending from Argentine captain Angel Deldo. Espinillo now on the left flank for Argentina. Burly figure. Not enough burly wingers in football these days. Good to see Espinillo out there.
That's going to have to stop. The ball is struck Francois, the referee. So he'll restart it with an uncontested drop ball to the Argentines.
On the left flank, just around the halfway mark of the pitch. Just making a nuisance of himself around the situation is Rasmus Narjes.
He's calling an Argentine player to him and telling the German player to retreat 5 metres, shall I say?
5 metres. All about the metric in the modern day.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm a bit old school.
I can be as
I'm
well.
still in feet and inches and pounds and ounces.
So play will recommence. And it's Froilan Padilla standing over it for Argentina.
I think the German player is just asking clarification from his coach what's going on.
Padilla tries to move that towards the right-hand side. It's just pinging around the edge of Germany's area, and then slightly panicked, Altunbas clears it. Scrimmage against the right sideboard. Pereira somehow manages to find a way through, and Narjes had arms all over him.
Yeah, there was a foul by the young German there. He's got 2 hands around shoulders and neck area, and the Argentine player was not going anywhere. So that's our first team foul is up on the board. You're allowed 4, any more than that, and every team foul that you give away will be an 8-metre penalty.
Yes, so for newcomers, it's a bit like basketball, where 5 fouls mean you foul out. In this sport, 5 fouls as a team means that there will be an 8-metre penalty, and Espinillo almost got free inside the box there. Sebastian Tenil, German goalkeeper, with the restart. Argentina just looking to calm things down at the back, slow the tempo down. It's then thumped forward by Padilla, but straight to Kutig. And it's Taimi Kutig for Germany, streaking down the left. Up against the sideboard now, turns well, turns neatly. Has Pereira for company. And Pereira's a tigerish player. Townsend trying to bring some composure to things for Germany. Espinillo making a nuisance of himself for Argentina. Now it's Angel Deldo, the captain, on halfway. Sprays it out to the right-hand side where Pereira had a bit of space, which is quickly closed down by Narius. Narius certainly defending the way that you like, Dixie. Very, very rambunctious.
Yeah, he's got a hand on him and he knows exactly where he's going. But it's effective, it works. So if it works, you keep doing it.
Possession gifted away there by Espinillo, and Tensing coming down the left for Germany. Interesting start to this one. Feels quite tactical, Dixie.
Yeah, you can see Argentines are controlling the ball and passing it round, and we spoke about that before the start. They're the masters of this, of stretching you from one side to the other side. And he's a bit lucky there. The Germans read it and he's blocked the goalkeeper off. And
Narius does look to be a problem with his physicality, the German.
And now the ball has stopped right on the line. The goalkeeper can't touch it. He can't have it back. Well, it's all a bit tight. And in the end, the goalkeeper's managed to get it away.
Interesting situation. Everything seemed to come to a halt in what's normally such a fast-paced and flowing game.
It's like slow motion, wasn't it?
Indeed. Espinillo. Those 2 men for company. Forces it back to Deldo.
And there you go, there's the switch.
Lovely crossfield pass from Deldo. Pereira is the man that Argentina wants to try and get free.
And he's been manhandled all over the place.
Townsend has shirt and arm and a little bit of everything. Tenil, the German goalkeeper, plays that off the right sideboard, and now Kutik manoeuvres his body well to receive the ball, but Deldo steals it away from him. Now Pereira on that right flank again, eager to come inside for Argentina and open up the shooting angle.
You're going to have to stop the game. There's something on the floor.
The officials carrying on, and that's interesting. One of the aspects of blind football that is really commendable is the desire to keep the game flowing. Espinillo now. Germany can't get a hold of Espinillo, who's clean through and almost tucks it in the corner. Tenil makes the save. The German defenders have assembled in a line, and Espinillo had the chance but fluffed his lines.
It was a good run by him. He's got into a good position, and he really didn't get his shot away at the end of it. He did force a save, but he should have buried it and not given the German keeper a chance. But the German keeper did well, and the Germans regrouped in that area and stopped anything coming from it.
Indeed.
And now it's out for a goal clearance to Germany. I'm surprised the referee didn't stop it, because there was something on the floor. And he's choosing to stop it now. So
interesting call for you to do that.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think one thing that makes this sport very entertaining is the free-flowing nature of it.
Yeah, it's very end-to-end, and sure, you can see behind the goals, both goals, there's 2 balls in the corners. So they use multi-ball system. So, when the ball goes out, the keeper just runs and picks another one and gets it going again. So it's a perfect example. That's just gone out, and the keeper's run. He's picked another one up, and we're going again the other way. So it's proving the point very much. Yeah, it makes it much quicker. And during the 15 minutes that the game lasts, the players, you can't relax at all, because you think, the ball's gone out for a goal clearance. The keeper's got to go and get it and whatever. And he hasn't. He just goes to the post and picks another one up and chucks it in. It is very, very quick.
What's been interesting about this game is we haven't had many stops to the clock so far.
No.
Ticking away at a fairly furious pace. Espinillo trying to force a way through. Germany defending well. Neil, the goalkeeper, plays it off the sideboard, but that's straight to Argentina as Padilla touches it back to his goalkeeper, Mulek. Interestingly called Germán, which is German in Spanish. Mulek.
That's going to be a run out for a corner to Argentina. It's come off the Germans. The Germans are doing well in their defensive duties. Not giving the Argentines much space and much room, and at the moment it's a bit of a stalemate. I think we're going to have another substitution for the Argentine.
Interesting. I'm not actually overly surprised at the decision to try and change things up from either coach. Germany also readying some fresh legs. I think we're having the type of game where the teams are cancelling each other out. So Matias Oliveira is on for Argentina. And Germany just waiting a moment. Alexander Fangman.
And it shows what I know, doesn't it? Because they just take the player from the Argentine side, who I said was the most likely to break the deadlock.
In fairness,
it's just been taken off.
In fairness, it's maybe just a tactical change, because Pereira has been looking lively. Do you want another one of my corny jokes?
Go on.
Alexander Fangman, can he provide the bite for Germany?
Oh dear, dear. Oh.
So, corner kick to Argentina, and these set pieces are very important in blind football. Touch starts, and now Espinillo has it, tries to switch it.
I think that's taking a touch off with German.
It
did.
Oliveira was after it anyway, and the recently deployed substitute is standing over the ball, and Angel Deldo, the captain, comes over to join him. Corner from the right hand side as Argentina attack. Germany with their 3 defenders deployed in traditional fashion, protecting the goal. Narias, the biggest of those, is closer to the edge of the box, and now Harry's the man in possession, who's Oliveira, who switches it to Espinillo. Espinillo cannot keep the ball though. Now Narias and Kutig try to combine to bring it forward for Germany. On halfway, both teams going full-blooded into the challenges here. Padilla now has a bit of time. Cultured player for Argentina, gives that away though. Fangman is after it. Deldo though tidies up well. Minimal fuss. Good work from the Argentina captain, and the goalkeeper Mulek switches it out to the right hand side, and Oliveira then switches it back to the left. Espinillo, who looks to be a troublesome figure, gets the shot in, and it's a good reflex save by Sebastian Tenil. Now Oliveira has it again though on the right hand side of the area, and he's been pulled down by Narias, and this will be a promising opportunity for Argentina. Maybe the angle not quite as perfect as it could be, but nonetheless, good opportunity.
Yeah, they've got a free kick, a couple of metres outside the area, is quite wide of the post. But what a lovely bit of play just prior to that when they were coming down the left, and he had no right to get a shot in there at all. And he got a fantastic shot in, and it was a good save by the German keeper.
Yeah,
it
good
was
save
good stuff
by Tennille.
Right, so we start the process again of...
for new viewers, you can explain.
Yes, the free kick process. Yeah, as I say, it doesn't matter how long this takes to stop. The clock is stopped. So the referee, first of all, will give the opportunity to the goalkeeper to arrange his wall and do all the talking he wants. He will ask him if he's finished, and then he'll go over to the guide who's behind the goal and ask him to give his instructions. So once that goalkeeper's finished talking and he said, "I'm done," he cannot speak, and nor can the wall. They must be quiet while the guide behind the goal issues his instructions. If they do, the referee, potentially they could get booked if they break the silence.
The crowd also has to observe that.
Here we go. The referee's just said to the guide, "Your turn."
And complying, Marcelo Gonzalez is issuing instructions, also tapping both posts to give an idea of angles and placement. Sebastian Tennille, the German goalkeeper, just gets down on his haunches to try and get a better view. Oliveira, his shot is charged down. Ball still there to be had. And Oliveira forces it back to Espinillo as Narges chases it for Germany. Espinillo, good close control. He then ends up on the ground alongside some German defenders.
That was a good tackle by the German 10 there. He stood up really strong and won that ball. He's done well.
Lovely piece of dribbling from Kutik. Turns back towards halfway. He's up against the right sideboard. Now turns inside. He's got company though. Trying to engineer a bit of space. Angel Deldo was there with him. And the whistle goes. Infringement by the Argentina captain. Germany about to bring on Alican Pectas. Number 9. Never a bad move when you need a goal. Bring on the number 9.
Bring on the number 9. Yeah, it's just a little break in play while they do the substitution. So it hasn't been as frantic as what we've seen in the previous 2 games, but as I said, we did say that Argentina are a little bit more measured, and they'll know that they've got a whole half hour to score a goal, and they don't need to score it in the first 5 or 10 minutes.
Yes, indeed. 9.5 minutes gone so far. 2 halves of 15 minutes, as Dixie alludes to. Shot comes in there from Fangman. The German substitute, Pectas, immediately involved. Oliveira's with him.
That's
and
a corner.
That goes behind. So, corner for Germany. Can they fashion a better opportunity than Argentina have managed to do so far? Can hear Martin Mania, the Germany coach, issuing instructions quite vociferously. Claudio Falco, meanwhile, the Argentina coach, has got different body language, just surveying things and taking it in.
Looks quite relaxed, doesn't he? Looks like he's on a Sunday afternoon.
Yes, indeed.
Stroll in the sun.
Well, it's a good afternoon for it. Just a day too early, that's all. Deldo forces that back to Padilla. Padilla looks a very interesting player. Seems to be good with the ball, both feet. That's poor distribution from Mulek in the Argentina goal. There's a good run from Fangman.
Well, the benches are up in arms there. The Germans thought they should have had a free kick there.
You've got more experience than me, Dixie, but I think there was a case.
Well, possibly, but to be fair to the referees, they're a lot closer than what we are, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt that they didn't see anything too wrong in that.
Narius, tall figure for Germany. Important, muscular player. He is lean, but he's strong and very tall. Under pressure is Alton Bass, the captain. Deals with that well. Ball now, just on the right sideboards.
Got both benches up in arms now. Peeling for free kicks.
It's been one of those games, hasn't it, where neither team really delivering that much in terms of attacking promise, but plenty of full-blooded challenges and no doubt frustration, especially for Argentina, who are goalless in the competition so far.
Well, that's right. Their end product's not been. Oh, that could be a penalty. It is a penalty.
It is a penalty.
Yes.
Espinillo was felled inside the box.
No issue with that one at all.
And I'm a believer in the commentator's curse. If you're a Germany fan and you're watching this, you have my profound apologies.
Yes, that was definitely a penalty. Francois, the referee, was about 2 meters away from it. Argentine players burst into the box, and the German has taken him down from behind. Definite trip, definite penalty. And the process for the penalty is very similar to a free kick around the box. Obviously, there's no wall or anything like that, but the referee will say to the goalkeeper, right, are you happy? Right, you're happy, you be quiet. And he'll go to the guide then and say to the guide, can you tap the goals? But before he does all that, he'll put the ball on the spot. He'll make sure the player's happy. Then he'll check his shades to make sure there's no skullduggery going on. And all the tape is there where it should be.
It's as if you scripted this. The timing was perfect.
Yes, it is. He's just gone to the goalkeeper and said, you have to be on your line and to be quiet.
Espinillo versus Tenil. Espinillo just orienting himself.
It's sort of a hush all around the ground. There's quite a few people watching this, and you could hear a pin drop.
Good crowd and very respectful. Marcelo Gonzalez, the guide, you can hear and see, tapping the goal. Espinillo rattles it home, and Argentina are on the board in this competition.
Oh my word, he said that was some venom. There was not a chance of the Germany goalkeeper stopping that. It went in like a rocket. Oh, I just noticed he's got nice purple hair as well.
Fantastic penalty.
What? Yes, he's hit it down to the goalkeeper's left. It's really, really hard. And as you can see now, the pace of it.
Oh, unbelievable.
He's really rocketed that.
Very good.
Yeah, there's no way the keeper's getting anywhere near that at all. Great time to score, 3.5 minutes to go, and that's the goal that Argentina wanted and will put them through.
Yeah, would potentially send them through, that's right, to the knockout stage. Germany needing a goal of their own to get back on terms. A draw enough for the German team to progress. They come into this game on 3 points, Argentina on 2. Argentina drew 0-0 against England and China, but finally have a goal to celebrate.
And what a goal. It was an absolute cracker. He's, all right, you should score from a penalty, but we've seen quite a few missed today and already, and that was never going to miss. He hit that like he said, I'm full of confidence and I'm going to smash it, and I do like his purple hair. It's quite a sight, isn't it?
Is indeed. Pektas is about to kick off for Germany. So the German team, Tenil in goal. They have Alton Bass.
Yeah, just for you viewers at home, if you can see the scoreboard, they haven't updated it yet. It is 1-0 to Argentina. It's showing 0-0 at the moment, but you rest assured it should be showing 1-0 to Argentina.
Someone needs to hit a button somewhere.
Yes.
So I'll go for my little bit about the teams again. Tenil in goal for Germany, Alton Bass the captain, alongside Narius, Fangman, and the substitute Pektas. Fangman also coming off the bench. Argentina have Mulek in goal. Deldo Fernandez is on, Ezequiel Fernandez, Maximiliano Espinillo, the goal scorer. And Froilan Padilla as their outfield quartet.
And I can now tell you the scoreboard has been updated and it's showing the correct score.
Good stuff. Attempt to come forward here from Fernandez. He's harried well by Pectas, but manages to squirm away from Pectas and Narias.
I thought that was a foul.
Did look like it could have been one for the whistle to be blown for. Here's Padilla. Argentina seem to be growing in confidence a little here. Lovely switch of play from Padilla. Comes off the sideboard and Fernandez is after it. Narias is there for Germany.
Yeah, he's gone to ground now. I don't think that's a penalty, a free kick or anything. Nothing wrong with that at all. But I think all the Argentine players have been down the local hairdressers and raided their dye cupboard because he's got Mohican. Pink hair.
A pink Mohican for Ezequiel Fernandez.
Oh my word!
Do you think that the Argentina coaching staff went, well, we've had the best haircut score. Let's try and one up it.
It's very colourful, isn't it?
I'm actually going to take issue with your description of Maximiliano Espinillo as well. You think purple? I'm thinking a kind of dark blue, maybe a royal kind.
Well, it's a purpley blue. Shall we go for that?
We'll go for purpley blue. That sounds good.
But the other one, we could agree on the other one is pink.
Excellent stuff. So, just over 2 minutes to go in. Just over 2 minutes to go in the opening half. Germany 0, Argentina 1. Argentina with a corner on the right-hand side as they attack. You can see good view how it looks to the players here.
Yeah, they're about 5 metres from us. We're sat in a little tent. I expect you can see us on the camera, but there's a little white tent. You can just see the leg of it, and we're in there, so we're about 5 yards away from the action. Yeah,
it's good position.
Oh, there you go. Everybody. We're there. We'll give a little wave. I think we're getting a little. There we go.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Well done, cameraman.
Thank you very much for joining us, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here with you. Corner comes to nothing. Germany made a sub during that break. Jonathan Townsend back on for Alican Pectas. Nice ball from Deldo. Then it's a good touch from Oviedo. Ignacio Oviedo is on for Argentina. Oh, I just did the thing that I was trying not to do. I Spanished Argentina along with all the names. That was the one thing coming into this game I thought, try and avoid it. I like the nickname of the Argentine team as well. They're called Los Murciélagos, which means the bats. Which is certainly an interesting nickname.
Yeah, there's a foul against the Germans there. He was hassling all the way across there, and I think the referee was giving him the benefit of the doubt for a while, but then just thought, no, you're leaning on him too much. And so he's given a free kick to Argentina.
Are you not going to Argentina?
No, and that puts Argentina, puts Germany for this last minute and a half on 4 fouls. So if they give another one away, we'll get one of the 8-metre penalties.
Well, that's very interesting. Froilan Padilla stands over the ball. Angel Deldo is with him. It's just over halfway, just to the right of the centre circle. Padilla lofts it up into the air. Oviedo was after that one, but it just goes over the goal line, just beyond everyone who was lurking in the box. Under pressure, Alton Bass, the German captain, back to zone ability, which is commendable. Argentina still come away with possession. Zone halfway, it's lofted forward by Fernandez. Argentina, you feel, beginning to get into some sort of rhythm here. Oviedo gives it out to Fernandez. Good strength from Fernandez. He does go down in the box, but no chance that was a penalty.
Oh, that was. That's a foul. Yeah, the Argentinians brought the German down right on the halfway line, and straightforward enough for the referee, who was on the spot very quickly.
Yeah, someone had a nibble at Alexander Fangman there.
They get worse.
They do. I'm here, not all night, I'm here until the cessation of this particular game, which is 15 minutes and 43 seconds to go on it. Oviedo goes right through the middle area, and that's good defending. It's good awareness from Altenbach, the German captain.
Careful.
Oviedo, though, has support arriving. Altenbach then back heels it, but it's just beyond where the goalkeeper can go for it, so it goes behind for a corner.
Yeah, he has to be careful there. We've got another one with dyed hair then. He's got sort of whitey grey topping on his head.
It's interesting, some of the Espinillo hair dye has ended up on the cheek of Hassan Altenbach, the German captain. I don't think he would have been expecting that coming into this game.
Oh yes, that's something.
Meanwhile, Argentina make a sub. Ignacio Oviedo goes off, and Nahuel Heredia comes on.
And we've got left 25 seconds, so we'll probably get this corner in, and that will be it.
So Argentina have a golden chance. Well, maybe not golden. A decent chance to extend their lead here. They can fashion something from the corner. Did see earlier on today Thailand score a magnificent goal from this exact position. Rattled in the top corner. I'm sure Claudio Falco, the Argentina coach, would take that here. Deldo, the captain, tries to drive inside to the box. He's halted in his tracks by guess who? Rasmus Narius. And Fangman, under a bit of pressure, plays it off the sideboard, and Narius manages to retain possession for Germany. Argentina, though, pinch it back.
That's time. Any second now. That's it.
Froilan Padilla happy to dribble out the half, and Argentina have the lead by a goal to nil. And I think, based on the flow of play in that opening half, it's more than deserved, Dixie.
Yes, and the longer the half went on, the more and more Argentina started to feel comfortable and started passing the ball around, and now they're 1-0 up and a little bit more relaxed. I'm sure they'll be passing even more. Germany have battled really hard and quite well, and they've had one or two opportunities themselves, and so they won't be too disillusioned by being 1-0 down at half time, because they get a goal and that puts them back in the box seat. Yes, indeed.
Espinillo did have a good chance before his goal. You can see here, just fluffed the finish, but he's been a problem on that left flank throughout that first half for Germany. That was a good save actually by Teniel. Here's Espinillo again, showcasing those skills once more, calling the goalkeeper into action. Nice switch of play in that passage there from Oliveira. Teniel showing his reflexes, and here
is the penalty.
Is the penalty. Wow. Thumped that.
Have some of that.
Absolutely no chance.
Good job there was a net there, as the ball would still be going.
As a former international goalkeeper, do you fancy facing that one?
No. No, not at all. That was put away with some aplomb, as they say, wasn't it?
Dispatched. Excellent stuff. Espinillo has been the man to score the first goal for Argentina in this entire tournament. So it's half time. The Argentines lead Germany 1-0, which would send Argentina through to the knockout stages. But if Germany can get it back to a draw, then it would be Germany who indeed progress. So if you're a newcomer to the IBSA World Games, we've got a very handy guide to blind football for you, and a word from IBSA themselves.
It's fast, technical and tense. This is your guide to five-a-side football. There are 5 players per team, 4 outfield players and a goalkeeper. The aim of the sport is to score a goal by kicking the ball into your opponent's goal, and at the end of the game, whoever scored the most wins. Players must wear eye shades to ensure that all players have the same level of vision. That is apart from the goalkeepers, who aren't required to wear eye shades and can be fully sighted. Their job is to keep the ball from going in the goal behind them. But how do the players on the field know where the ball, or indeed the goal, is? Well, the ball in blind football is specially designed to make sound whenever it moves. Also, each team has a guide behind the opposition goal to help direct them. Each player is required to shout "Voy" when going for the ball. This ensures every player has the cues they need to help build a picture of what's going on and what to do next in defence or attack. To help this, total silence is required from the crowd until a goal goes in. Voy is Spanish for go, and it was the Spanish who are credited with originally developing blind football in the 1920s. As well as the Paralympics, teams from all corners of the world can compete at World, European, Asian, African and America's Championships, as well as a World Grand Prix.
Blind football can be played by both men and women, with the historic first Women's World Championships coming up in 2023.
So what are you waiting for? Give it a try.
IBSA, International Blind Sports Federation, presents, with the support of the International Paralympic Committee, IBSA Anti-Doping App, the first application of its kind in the Paralympic movement, specifically designed for blind and visually impaired people. Athletes, coaches, medical staff, managers, and the public in general now have a powerful tool to stay focused on the principles of clean sport. Scrolling down the main menu, you can find all the important themes you need to know to play fair and be alert to testing procedures and necessary adaptations for athletes with visual impairments. IBSA gives top priority to anti-doping control, being the only international federation with 3 sports in the Paralympic family: goalball, football, and judo. IBSA Anti-Doping App has external links, namely to WADA, where our sport agents can always find the most updated information, especially the list of prohibited substances and methods. Glory in sport can only be achieved by the athlete's awareness of their rights and responsibilities. You can find them on the IBSA Anti-Doping App. IBSA is continuously promoting anti-doping education to all its affiliate athletes and sport agents, not only about the consequences of the use of doping and the risk of using supplements. IBSA believes that education is the major tool to fight doping in sport. Informed athletes can make better decisions. Download the app now at the usual operating system stores.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have seen history being made today.
Such a great team at these championships.
IBSA. Beyond sight. Feel the sport.
Welcome back to the second half of the IBSA World Games blind football clash between Germany and Argentina. Argentina leads by a 0-0. A fantastic penalty by Maximiliano Espinillo gives them the advantage here. And as it stands, Argentina will have the win that they need to progress to the knockout stages. Germany, on the other hand, would be heading out. But if they can get an equaliser, then it would be Germany who progress from the group alongside China. I'm Stuart Hodge, and I'll be with Dixie Dean for the last game of the evening. Dixie, it's been an entertaining day, though.
Yes, it's been a long day, but we've had some fun, and there's been some good football to watch, and it just goes on. As I said earlier on, if you are in the Birmingham area and listening to this or watching this on YouTube, you know, get yourself down here tomorrow, and so the weather's set fair, and the entertainment is first class, and you see young lads putting their bodies on the line, and it's refreshing to see the enthusiasm that they put into their game.
I totally agree. It's fast-paced, fast-flowing, entertaining sport. Florian Padilla has the ball and takes it back to Mulek, the Argentine goalkeeper, to initiate the first proper attack of the second half. Lovely close control there from Fernandez. Gets it across to Espinillo. Has bodies in front of him but tries to force it through. And in the end, it goes into the grateful arms of Tenil.
Yeah, it was a good start again by Argentina. And they started this game exactly the way they finished the first half, on the front foot.
Deldo certainly on the front foot as he tries to dribble, the Argentine captain. Here's Fernandez causing trouble on that right sideboard, just trying to dribble his way through. That one just goes over the goal line, though.
And it's up on the right-hand board here.
Ball was stationary for a while there. Deldo, though, gets it back to Padilla. Padilla shows good strength, to be fair, up against Jaime Kutik, who scored Germany's winner against England. Ferocious battle on that left sideboard.
He just spins away. He's quality, him.
Florian Padilla does look like the kind of player that brings a sort of calmness, a real measuredness to your team.
Do you know who he reminds me of? If you go to the sighted football.
Go on.
Alan Hansen.
Well, thank you very much, I have to say.
He's cultured, for a centre-back or a defender. Big, tall, but he's so cultured on the ball, and just like Alan Hansen used to be.
Certainly one of the words I like to lean on in my commentary. That's a poor Alan Hansen impression. Well, I don't know, people can decide. That set me off, Dixie. My brain is now thinking like Alan Hansen. Anyway, more importantly, Germany have a corner. It's on the right-hand side as they attack. Alton Bass will be the man who receives the touch. Lofts it in the air, but straight into the arms of Mulek. Decent idea. And the ball's in the air, of course. Players can't hear it. Just have to listen for where it drops. There's capsules inside the ball, which create the noise, which allows the players to have what they need.
Strength there by the Argentinian player.
It was Fernandez, and then he ran into the brick wall that is Rasmus Narjes. So I feel like I've said his name more than anybody else's, and wow, that was, well, a crazy shove. Alton Bass just took his arm out and then threw his Argentinian opponent Ezequiel Fernandez to the floor.
Oh my word, he's gone into that board with some force with his head. Headlong into it. Legs completely off the floor. He's got up and he's walking away. He's made a stern stuff him.
And then gestures to calm down. I think that's an understatement. Yeah, that wouldn't have looked out of place in the UFC or the WWE or F. Yellow card has been shown as well, justifiably I think, for Hassan Alton Bass. First foul of the second half as well for Germany.
Yeah, it was a bit dangerous, so he's quite rightly got a yellow card for that.
So good opportunity for Argentina. They're just within the German defensive third on the right-hand side, close to the sideboards. Players standing over the ball are Froilan Padilla and number 15, the goal scorer, Maximiliano Espinillo. We've seen the power with which he can strike a ball. And I wonder if he's lining up for some sort of rocket here. Certainly would appear that way. Be quite a distance out to score from.
Yeah, I can see him hitting the ball from distance. I think they're going to, bring other players into play and have a little run with it, I think. Yeah, there you go. He's having a little run. Oh, he's tried to play a square ball to the player at the back, on the back post, and
Fernandez
nearly got through there.
There was enough German players just to stop that on its way through. And now on the counter-attack comes Tinsing for Germany on the left-hand side, but Padilla is the next man to be pushed to the deck. Nothing doing that time, say the officials. But Germany are certainly getting very strong in the way that they're challenging here. This is full-blooded and meaty stuff. Deldo and Narias up against each other. Deldo shows the control. Padilla comes to help. Padilla takes the ball away. Such composure.
Yeah, there was a bit of a mismatch on sizes there, wasn't there? The German's about 6'4" and the Argentine player was about 5'6". So there's a bit of a mismatch on size, but it's gone up to the other end. It's an Argentine corner.
It is, and Espinillo took the opportunity to just have a shove at Altenbus. This game is getting a little bit feisty. I must say, I've no problem with that,
Yeah, it does make it a little bit interesting when they get a little bit upset.
This is something that we haven't seen today. We've seen lots of good play, but we've not seen a proper slobber knocker.
Another Scottish phrase.
Hey, I think it's American actually. Fernandez tries to find a way through, but can only put it into the arms of Tenil, who dishes it out to Kutik. Good run from Kutik, right through the middle of Argentina, and he's then tripped, but manages to get back to his feet now on the left flank, close to the sideboard. 3 Argentinian defenders around him, and Kutik is eventually dispossessed. Padilla coming forward now, has Espinillo in front of him as he moves to the left-hand side. Just over halfway. Germany, though, challenge and recover possession. Just trying to bring some camp to proceedings now. Kutik again. Definitely a player that likes to get the ball in his feet and run. And he's just...
he was tripped then on the halfway line by the Argentine number 15.
Espinillo tagging him.
Yeah, we're going to restart with the German free kick, just about on the halfway line. One of the German players is receiving his head guard back from Francois, the referee. Puts that back on.
Rasmus Narias stands over this alongside Hassan Altenbas. Quite a disparity in the height of these two. Narias, tall, lanky. Altenbas comes up to his shoulder. Narias drives through. Narias still going, and Deldo comes across to defend for Argentina, and it was needed.
Yeah, Argentine keeper's not happy the referee's given the corner, but from my view, it was definitely put out by an Argentine.
Definitely a corner.
And oh my word, what's happening there?
That was interesting. Narias did a kind of forward roll that would have happened at the school when you were doing gymnastics.
Quite though. What brought that on?
This is interesting just to watch what Rasmus Narias is doing. Taime Kutik and Hassan Altenbas stand over the corner. Narias is right in front of the 3-man Argentinian wall.
I know what the referee's going to do. He's going to give a foul against the German number 5, and he'll say you're blocking them. Because I think the German number 5 is just going to run into the wall to create a space.
Certainly a tactic.
And he seems well pumped up for it as well, isn't he? He's sort of really...
So play back
no,
underway.
No, it's okay.
Kutig dribbles it back up the sideboard backwards for Germany and is back in the centre circle. Meaty challenge from Deldo means Espinillo can come streaking down the left for Argentina. Espinillo so good at keeping the ball against that sideboard. Just uses his bulky frame to protect possession. Narius once more wrestling. Espinillo still has it somehow, then sprays it out to the right hand side. Fernandez is after it. Turnstink covering for Germany. And then the shot comes in, and it was a decent effort as well. Janil had to respond.
Yeah, he wasn't expecting that, was he? And it nearly caught him unawares, and he's done well to gather it into his midriff. And Argentins won it back again as they attack with a lofted pass to the far post.
They're sensing blood, Argentina, here. You feel that. Into the final 10 minutes now. Here's Turnstink for Germany. Fernandez picks up for Argentina. A good scrap going on there. Narius is in about it. So's Espinillo. Now Fernandez holds possession for Argentina. It's towards Espinillo. Now hits off the left sideboard. They're at the left-hand side.
And they've won a corner
of the box. And there's a good corner, well won. Argentina showing their ability in possession that you spoke about, Dixie. But here's that chance that they had just a few moments ago. Good work, wriggling free there to get the shot away.
Yeah, as I say, I don't think he was expecting it, the keeper, was he? Didn't seem to be right. No, he wasn't.
That could have squirmed under him or round him, you know.
Yeah, it sort of hit him and went up in the air, and he's grabbed it at the second chance.
Those are the ones that I imagine as a goalkeeper you're thankful for.
Oh, yeah, you feel right numpty.
Chipped up in the air. Fernandez at the far stick. Tries to get the shot away. Just enough German attention around him. Fernandez, though, holds possession on the sideboard. Beats 3 German men. And then is halted by the last defender. Now Espinillo picks up. He's gone to the left-hand side. Holding possession well. Argentina really have a stranglehold in this game right now. Espinillo, brilliant run. Just couldn't deliver the finish.
Yeah, some brilliant skill by the Argentine there, and he's wriggled around but 2 or 3 Germans and got into an area to shoot, and he's driven the ball and he's just missed the near post. So close, and the keeper was getting nowhere near it at all. It's great play by the Argentines.
It's given away by Fangman for Germany, and now Fernandez tries to pirouette round someone, or well, at least swivel round them. Nice back heel. Espinillo now holding it against the sideboard, just using his ability, but then driving inside. The German defence stands stoutly that time. But here's Deldo. Argentina just ramping up the pressure here.
Yeah, but we got 8 minutes to go, and for all the play that the Argentines have had, it only takes a couple of seconds, and Germany could have popped one in there, and that puts them back in the box seat.
Absolutely. And here's Fangman. He's got a good angle for the shot if he can get it away. And it just ricocheted back to him. And then Mulek was quick with the reflexes. Mulek then hoists it forward, but Germany will have possession once again. This whole outcome hanging by a fine thread for both teams.
That's a corner.
Narius ended up down. Well, it's a corner. Mulek tossing the ball out.
He's not happy again, is he? It was definitely something. I don't know if he's given a corner or a free kick. He could be one of either, really. It's one of those you could take your choice.
Argentina are reading Brian Ferreira and Ignacio Oviedo.
Yeah, it's definitely the referee's given the free kick to Germany. I would say that's probably 10 or 11 metres from the line. It's quite far out on the left-hand side. Not an ideal position, but they might be able to work something from here.
That is the key to try and engineer a goal-scoring opportunity. We all know about German engineering. That's what they need right now.
As we've already said, like Germany just need the one goal, and they're through. And the German guy just been told off, standing in an area where he shouldn't be.
Yeah, Jonas David. Now, German Mulek is putting together his defensive wall. 4-man wall, comprised of Froilan Padilla, Angel Deldo, Maximiliano Espinillo, and Brian Pereira. That was the 4 outfield players who started the game for Argentina, now back on together. It's Germany who have the chance, with just over 7.5 minutes left in this one to get the equaliser they need. Oh my goodness, that was some effort. And Mulek was scrambling for that one, nearly took my head off.
It's a good job our cameraman was up on his toes there, and I think he saved us then. My word, he leapt across in front of us. Where's he going? But he obviously saw the ball flying in our direction, and yeah, that was a fantastic effort from Germany, and he just missed the far post. We're having a look again. There's a bit of confusion with the free kick, and he's let fly, and it couldn't have been far from that far post. Must have been fairly close.
Feynman.
Yeah, it was.
Off his skill.
You just see our cameraman leap into action. Well done. It's a good job one of us is fit.
Certainly is. The Argentinian women's team there, getting behind the men. Good to see. The atmosphere here, I have to say, Dixie, has been fantastic today. There's been so many countries showing their support and really in a proper partisan way getting behind their team, but still in a friendly and
it's a friendly, joyous way as well.
Yeah.
And it's much the same up in the village. I'm staying up in the village, and I think there is 1,700 athletes from different sports and different countries. So the atmosphere up there is really good, and the only downside about it is some of them like to party a little bit late, can be a bit noisy. But yeah, they're having a great time. So
such a good event.
Credit
to everyone involved. That's great distribution by Mulek, and now Pereira. Can he deliver? Because if Argentina get a second goal here, it would be hard to imagine Germany being able to muster the two they would need in reply. Here's Espinillo, the goal scorer. Took a penalty for Argentina to break their duck in this competition. Pereira operating in the exact same role as Ezequiel Fernandez did after coming off the bench. Cutting in from the right hand side. And that was another tasty one, challenge-wise. Feynman and Deldo coming together.
Yeah, it's a free kick to the Germans on the halfway line. It was a bit silly by the Argentine there. There's no way he's getting that ball, and he's come in and taken a swipe at him. So yeah, silly. So we're going to restart with a German free kick on the halfway line, right out by this
the right
side board. Yeah,
as the attack. Let's take it to Narius. Narius gets the shot. It's not the best shot, but Feynman is in opportune position. Just couldn't turn in time.
No.
Goes after the ball, but the goalkeeper had it within his grasp. I think Feynman thought it was there to be attacked, but Mulek took a sore one.
Yeah, the Argentine bench is up in the air, and the goalkeeper, he had the ball, and obviously Feynman didn't think he had it in his grasp and has gone in after it, and the keeper took a bit of a blow there, and the Argentine bench went completely up in the air. Yeah, they seem to have settled down now.
Just have a look at that.
Yeah.
He did go after it, but I mean, I think that was done with fair intention.
I don't think it was anything malicious about it. He thought the ball was there, and he went in there to try and win the ball. So
Mulek, great play there off the right sideboard, and then Pereira just angled his body perfectly to ensure that the ball came to him. It's really intelligent stuff from Argentina sometimes. You can see why they've had the success that they've had. Deldo manages to orientate himself. He's on halfway by the left sideboards.
Yeah, they seem to know what to do wherever they are on the pitch. They have an answer.
And that, by the way, was cultured from Froilan Padilla. Lovely stuff. Showing great close control. And you have to say, showcasing a bit of skill and close to his own goal line. And not in a way where he was putting the team in any sort of jeopardy. So it's credit to him for showcasing his stuff. Ezequiel Fernandez, by the way, is just about to be deployed as a substitute for Argentina.
Here we go. There was another pull on the shirt there. That one unnoticed by the German on the very colourful number 15.
Espinillo, the goal scorer. He's certainly noticeable out there. Different frame from the other players, and certainly uses that to his advantage really, really well. That's well won by Hassan Altenbass, the German captain. He then retreats to defence and allows the rest of the team to get on with it, and that one just flashes wide. It's a decent effort from Jonathan Tensing coming down the left.
Argentine substitute. Looks like number 10 is coming off.
So Pereira.
That's the one I tipped. Commentator's curse.
Pereira has put in a good shift today. You can definitely see the player that is in there. But I would say of the two men in that role on the right, the inside forward role, if you like, for Argentina, it's Ezequiel Fernandez who has executed it a little more efficaciously. Just over 5 minutes left here then. Can Germany muster the response that they need? Or can Argentina put it beyond all doubts?
It's a corner to Argentina.
It's by the left sideboards. So Argentina, they are 5 minutes away from the knockout stages. But they don't seem to be playing with any pressure or any sort of worry. They're playing quite free. That is commendable. So Fernandez and Deldo are over. The captain touches it to Fernandez. He's quite happy just to protect that against the sideboard. Then gets it back to Deldo, who tries to switch the play. It was a good idea. It was well intercepted and Tensing scampering forward. Espinillo's after him. That's quite the duel. On the left sideboard as Germany attack. Fangman came so close for Germany. He's after that one, but Deldo defends it well, and Fangman, high press there on Mulek, the goalkeeper. Argentina just calm in possession, get across their own penalty area, and it's Deldo on the left. Now back out to Padilla on the right.
Yeah, they're just winding the clock down here.
Padilla forces that forward, and Fernandez profits. Can he finish it? Not quite. So close from Fernandez, and Tenil, I think he made a fantastic save there.
No, I don't think he touched it in the end. It was. It looked like he had. It looked like he'd made the save, but
angle deceptive, perhaps. Germany, though, feeling that they need something and they need it quick, and they do. 3.5 minutes left. Can the German team muster the charge that they need? It's Narius who has worked tirelessly in this game. Townsend, though, is robbed by Espinillo. He's got one man to beat. Espinillo does beat him and then goes down. It was a foul.
Yeah, that's a card.
It's a definite yellow card. Absolutely no question about that.
Yeah, he was clean through then, and just about to bear down onto the keeper, and it was quite cynical, and he was dragged down to the floor. So definitely yellow card. Not worth any more. There were other German defenders in the locale, and they could well have got back to him, but yeah, cynical foul, and as I say, quite lightly booked by the official.
Yes, correct decision. So Argentina have a very useful free kick.
About 12 metres out.
You're good at the meters, Dixie, that's why I just wait.
Yeah, it's virtually in line with the right-hand post as we're looking at it.
So, 2 men stationed there. It's Espinillo and Fernandez who have provided the bulk of the attacking threat.
Yeah, it's interesting to see that Germany have left the number 10 right up at the other end of the pitch, and they're thinking as if our keeper gets it, he's going to launch it straight down to the other end. A good block by the German wall there.
Yeah, well assembled.
And the ball is spun out for an Argentine corner, but still they keep Germany player number 10 is still hovering around the Argentine goal, so I think what they're hoping for is that they can release him quite quickly.
Espinillo, great work on the right hand side, cuts in, he's impeded in the box, but Tennille has to make the save. He stayed on his feet. Espinillo still got the ball. Unbelievable stuff from the Argentine number 15. He is so good at keeping possession. All just up by the left sideboard as Argentina attack near the goal line.
That's to his credit. It really is to his credit, because to be fair, he had every right to go down. Every right to go down there. He was definitely clipped by the German, and he stumbled and he kept on his feet and kept playing. So fair dues to him for taking that, because I think most players would have gone down feeling that touch and bagged themselves a penalty.
Espinillo very much playing it into the corners, but he has the ability to do this. He can finish it. Maximiliano Espinillo still got the ball. It's like a magnet is in his boot, keeping possession for him. Fernandez now having a for it. Down by the right sideboard, switches it across, and it just goes through Espinillo's legs. Unfortunate there.
Oh, no void by 15. So that's a foul, and that'll be Germany with a free kick. His enthusiasm run away with him a little bit there.
In fairness, if you're a native Spanish speaker, you should know the void.
Yeah, we've got a timeout has been called by Germany.
I think that's good coaching there from Martin Mania. I think that's a good call.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just going to impart some last bits of information. They got 2 minutes 15 seconds to go.
Yeah,
we've got
something.
Argentinians are on 4 fouls.
Well, that's an interesting side plot here.
The Germans are on 3, so we could well see an 8-metre penalty before the end of this.
Well, that's interesting, because that would send Germany through. So Argentina need to play a clean game.
That is easier said than done with the pressures on you, isn't it? You know, indeed. The last couple of minutes, they think they're through, and someone makes a silly, rash challenge, and because it has been quite physical all the way through, and
it's been physical. There was a period where it got a bit unfair, and then it's gone back to being quite fair again.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's a dirty game, but
there was maybe 5 minutes or so where it threatened to boil over.
It did boil up a bit, but the referees, have calmed the situation down, and so it's been physical and not a dirty game.
I would say that I am very, very impressed by the officiating. I think that's been absolutely top class throughout today.
Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, it's been really, really good. In fact, it's been good all week. The referees have done well. They've had lots of games to referee as well. 6 games a day. They've got a big team,
It's not just us who work hard, Dixie.
Yeah.
We just sit here watching it.
Yeah, we're not working hard, really, are we?
No, see, work smart, not hard. I don't know if I do either, to be honest. Anyway, Angel Deldo for Argentina gets it forward to Espinillo, who's on the edge of the box but cannot quite get the shot away with the purchase he would have desired. Now Fangman has it against the left sideboard as Germany attack. Retreats just within his own half. Then hits the ball off Espinillo. It then takes a fortuitous ricochet. And Argentina just want to keep possession and not lose it. Padilla just trying to shepherd that out. Fangman was after it, and it goes behind.
The Argentine keepers launched it up the other side.
Espinillo trying to do something with it, but it's rolled too far.
Oh.
And that is from Sebastian Teniel, the German goalkeeper, so costly. And Dixie Dean, a former international goalkeeper of great repute, is hitting his head off the table. He cannot believe that has happened at this particular point in the action.
They've got 1 minute 22 seconds. The keeper's got the ball in his hands. All he's got to do is roll it up the pitch, and he's launched it across the apple. This is not the first time we've seen goalkeepers do that today. Oh, it must wind coaches up. They must be pulling their hair out.
Espinillo tries to find a way to get the shot away. Can't quite do it. He was running across the German box. It's back with Teniel.
So we've got a free kick to Argentina.
Was that for a pull, maybe?
Yeah, it was a pull on the shirt, and it's a free kick. So that puts both of them now on 4 fouls. And we got this free kick is probably 9 metres out, quite central.
It's in a very good position, and if Espinillo hits it like he hit the penalty, it's got a good chance. He's also a bit further away, so make of that what you will. Narius, Altunbas and Fangman in the German wall. And just coming.
They have a little change around, haven't they? Is it Fangman going up front?
No, it's Narius actually.
Oh, right.
Obviously going for the height. So Townsing instead is back. So it's Townsing, Altunbas and Fangman in the wall that Teniel has assembled. From an Argentinian point of view, it's Espinillo.
Looking at this battle back here.
Fernandez. Just off screen, Narius is doing some interesting and maybe slightly erratic things.
Yeah, the referee's just come back, and he's had a word with the third referee who's on the sideline now, and he's just said to him, can you keep an eye on these two that are up the other end, because they're having the right ding-dong, and I'll try and take care of the free kick going down the other end.
Narius is right in the face of Herman Mulek,
he's in the goal,
Argentine goalkeeper.
Pushing the goalkeeper around. I don't really know what's going on, but he's winding a few up.
Meanwhile, at the other end, Argentina have it queued up to deliver the knockout blow, quite literally, to Germany. Espinillo, it's wide of Teniel's left-hand post.
It was a cracking effort, and
balls forward, right to Fangman's feet. Germany need something, and they need it now. It's against the right sideboard. It's Narius and Padilla wrestling the ball down that sideboard.
We're into the last minute.
Ball is back towards Mulek, and he had to be sprightly to use the feet there. That was just a little bit ropey for Argentina. Espinillo now. He's up against Altunbas, but he gets free of him. Espinillo trying to finish the game. Yes, boys! What a finish! And Argentina are through to the knockout stages. And Maximiliano Espinillo has been magnificent.
Yeah, he's come inside, and he's fainted to go to the right, dragged it back onto his left foot, and just rifled it into the corner, gave the keeper no chance at all. It was a wonderful, wonderful goal. And yeah, and the Argentines, well, that's it. 35 seconds to go.
Game is over, but let's look at that. That's so good. Teniel got the leg out quickly, but you can see as well, Marcelo Gonzalez.
Right on the board. He spins around, gets away from the German, goes across, drags it back onto the left foot, bang, goal.
Magnificent. And Marcelo Gonzalez, the Argentinian guide, went full Forrest Gump, just ran onto the pitch with reckless abandon.
And the Argentines are going to make 2 substitutions. You've got to ask yourself why, haven't you?
Maybe just another, what is it left? 35 seconds in the legs of Oviedo.
It's going to make a world of difference, isn't it?
And Espinillo, the hero for Argentina, has come off. Ignacio Oviedo and Nahuel Heredia.
And the coach has come down here, the Argentine coach. And I can even in my non-Spanish ear, I can hear him saying, no fouler, because they're on 4 fouls. And he was quite adamant that the 2 players going on realise they can't commit a foul.
4 fouls each, so next one would result in an 8-metre penalty. Narias hit that hard, and it came right off the face of Angel Deldo, who shows zero reaction.
No, yeah, you'd be happy with that.
That was brave.
Yeah, he isn't going to worry about it. He's tied to winning 2-0, and they're progressing, so, yeah.
So, Tensing stands over the corner for Germany. Could well be the last one.
Yeah, Francois has just gone to him and said, "You okay?" And he's, "Yep, I'm fine." And so we start. We've got 25 seconds to go.
Still, everything has to be meticulously executed. It's chipped up and it's straight into the arms of Mulek. We make sure it bounces before the halfway line as he distributes it. Oviedo trying to make something happen for Argentina. Espinillo would be on a hat-trick, but it's Oviedo instead trying to get one last attack for the victorious.
Clock's going down so fastly, and we're down to the last 2 seconds.
The victorious Argentina team will march
that's it.
on.
Argentina in to the quarterfinals.
Fantastic stuff.
Well,
in the end, I think the best team won, Dixie.
Yeah, the best team did win. They had the more footballing side won, but you know, credit to Germany, they put a real stiff opposition there, and they've pushed Argentina all the way, and they've had their chances as well. As we look across, and the England ladies team is up in the stands watching, and I'm sure they enjoyed that as well. And yeah, it was a great performance by Argentina. Much the better side, the more footballing cultured, patient.
And there's the hero, Maximiliano Espinillo.
Yes. Yeah, the cameraman's picked him up. And as we can look at these 2 wonderful goals, which are coming up on the screen
Argentina
very
coming
shortly.
into
Here
this
we
game.
go. So I'm looking at them together. First, obviously a penalty, which he dispatched. Well, it's still going. It was a heck of a strike.
It was
really
a
good
very
strike.
good penalty. Argentina coming into the game hadn't scored. 2 0-0 draws, and they're still yet to concede, which shows how resolute they are defensively. It took a penalty, but how well did he execute it? That's fantastic.
He's toe poked it and absolutely pinged it into the corner, the back right hand corner. And we look at his second one.
Now this is fantastic.
Yeah,
just sells the defender, sends him to the shop for sweeties with no change, and then dispatches the finish as well.
Yeah, it's class finish. Absolute class finish with his left foot.
So Argentina are victorious. The Bats, Los Murciélagos, are into the knockout stages. Germany sadly bow out. It's Argentina who join China progressing from Group B. But what a day we've had, Dixie. It's fantastic.
It's been cracking, hasn't it? And really enjoyed working with you.
Thank you very much.
You went off to the goal ball, did you say?
Yes, there's so much sport to enjoy at the IBSA World Games. Goal ball is next assignment for me. So I will bow out from the blind football. But I must say, first experience of this sport, Dixie, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it is great. But I'll be back in the morning, 8:30 again.
Excellent stuff.
And we'll see you all again.
Yes, Argentina victorious here by 2-0. Maximiliano Espinillo, the name on everyone's lips. Good night.